Okay, Spain won, Iran 0. That's not a result people were expecting. They were expecting more goals from Spain, about 4 or 5. Yeah, they got 1. Spain had 70% of the ball, get 1 goal. Says it all, really. I've seen something in this World Cup. Teams with most possession don't always win, or if they do win, they struggle. If Spain were playing against a team, let's say a Mexico, they could possibly lose that game. The way Mexico play against Germany, Mexico will attack with pace, and they're also skillful themselves. They also have that technical ability to move the ball themselves. Now, Iran had a lot of heart, a lot of courage, were very physical, and had a goal threat themselves. Obviously, the level they're playing at domestically, okay, not as good enough quality in front of goal as a Mexico or a Colombia or a team that may have better level professionals playing at a higher level. But they even showed up the Spanish defence as being a little bit on the wobbly side. And Spain's defence, I'm not sold on it. Spain at tournaments, I'm not including qualifying, but at tournaments have only won, I think, 3 games since. They haven't done well at tournaments since they lost 5-1 to Holland 4 years ago. They've actually, in tournament football, fallen very, very, very flat. They're great at qualifying, but actually in the tournaments themselves, they're not performing as well as they were back in 2010 or 2012 or 2008. That period when Spain were winning everything, they're not performing at that level now. Their tournament form has dropped. Some of these players are nearing the end of their international careers. Costa's goal was down just to brute force and willpower. It wasn't skillful, it was a ricochet. The Iranian defence marshalled Costa very, very well today. But the Iranian defence played well all game. They were physical, they were putting the tackles in, and they weren't in all of the Spanish team. They really gave it a go. And unfortunately, they had a goal disallowed for offside. It was the right decision, but without VAR, let's give it. But it is what it is. Spain, all this possession, 1 goal. That will not cut it against better quality opposition. It won't. Germany, lots of possession, lose to Mexico. England, lots of possession, limp over the line against Tunisia. Limp over the line. France struggled against Australia, all the ball. Teams with the most possession either don't win or struggle to win. I will say this though, to win bad is sometimes a good sign of a good team. But Spain's defence, you look at the Portugal game, which I think is so far the game of the tournament. Without a doubt, that is the game of the tournament. And it's going to be hard to replicate that. However, there are some games coming up in the next few days that could replicate that. But you look at it. Look at it. Spain's defence, they give away a penalty early on. Then Ronaldo scores from a snapshot, so poor goalkeeping and not closing him down, and then they give away a free kick in a dangerous position. Spain's defence doesn't look great right now. Iran had a goal disallowed, but the defending from what became the offside from that set play was woeful, because the guy who actually does put it in is completely unmarked. He just walks into that space. Spain's defence worries me. And if they play with that much ball, but get so little reward out of it against a better side who are better on the counter-attack and also have the technical skill, like a Mexico or any other counter-attacking team, even the Russians, because the Russians have proved they are lethal in front of goal and they can put it in the net. Any team that's playing with confidence and pace, they will struggle because that defence looked very, very suspect this evening. And the Iranians were throwing bodies in the way, and okay, yeah, it wasn't the most beautiful football from Iran, but it damn was effective. And if it wasn't for Costa getting a lucky knee, yes, his right knee, it's a 0-0. And an embarrassing draw for Spain. They haven't been right since Holland beat them 5-1. They haven't been the same team. It's virtually the same team, but they haven't been the same team. They didn't do well at the Euros 2 years ago. They haven't been the same for quite some time. They're great in qualifying. They haven't lost a game since the end of Euro 2012 till now. They haven't lost a game. So they're really good in qualifying and in friendlies, in getting the results. But the performances are not what they were back in 2010, 2012, 2008, that period when they were at their peak. That 6-year spell when Spain were at the top in tournament and in non-tournament football. They haven't been the same. Now, I could do videos on every other player at the World Cup and the other matches today, and Ronaldo now being top goal scorer with 4 goals. But we have to look at the actual, the game that I watched in full today, and that was the Spain-Iran game. And Iran showed a bit more passion, I felt. They showed a bit more fight, and yeah, they were outclassed, and you could tell they were playing against a higher level opposition. But they had a game plan, and when they did get the counter-attack on, they were throwing bodies forward, and they were giving it a go towards the end of the second half. So they weren't overawed by their opposition. But Spain need to seriously have a better cutting edge in front of goal, because you take Diego Costa out the side, they have 1 goal to their name. He's got 3 out of their 4 goals. Nacho, the other goal scorer, didn't even get on the pitch tonight. You take Diego Costa out of that Spain team, they lose against Portugal, and they probably, either if they don't lose to Iran, they draw to Iran. That's the thing, they need to find a cutting edge in front of goal that isn't Diego Costa. They need to, other players need to get into the box and get shots on target, not near the goal, on target, because they're wasteful in front of goal as well. That's something else I've noticed about this Spain side. They have all this possession, it's beautiful possession, but the end product isn't there anymore. They miss Torres, they miss David Villa. They haven't fully replaced those strikers. Diego Costa himself can keep you in a game, or can rescue you a point, but he can't necessarily win you a game unless other players around him are willing to help him out. And Iran, apart from the unlucky ricochet, handled Diego Costa very, very well. They really did. They were physical when he was physical. They had some pushback. So he wasn't bullying the Iranian defenders. They were not being bullied. They were willing to stand up to him, which some teams don't. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below, and if you feel that I should cover other videos in the World Cup, I will do so. I will look at some of the games tomorrow. I will look at some of the fixtures coming up. And I'm definitely going to watch all the football this weekend, because there's Saturday and Sunday's games, especially the England game on Sunday against Panama. It's going to be very interesting to see how we play against a team that's going to be very similar to Iran. They're going to sit there, and they're going to defend, and they're going to tackle, and they're going to take lumps out of people. Except the difference between Panama and Iran? Iran have a win to their name. Panama don't. So that's going to be interesting. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below. I will have some more videos for you soon.